Grand Rising, family, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. How is everybody doing? Let me get this back on gallery view real quick. Shanika, how are you, love? Latoya, what's going on? Al, how are you? Jonas, how are you? Irene, how are you? Zoom user, if you could put your name in it, that would be great so we can shout you out. Miko, Nina, Fran, Tonda. It's a few Zoom users in here. Aisha, how are you? King Saeed, how is everybody? Chiquita, I love it. I love it. Evangelist, how are you? If you can turn your cameras on, please, please do. This is day 5. This is it. And if you have not showed all the way up for yourself from days 1 through 4, today is the day. Mecca, how are you? Marcus, how are you? Jessica, how are you? Iquan, how are you? James, how are you? I mean, this would be the day. This is your last opportunity with us to play full out. It's full court. We going all the way in. This is it. So if any day was going to be the day to show all the way up, to play full out, is today. And so this is what, family, I want to call this our beautiful, it's a fearless Friday, right? To build the life that you deserve and the life that you desire, you have to be fearless in this space, y'all. You have to be fearless enough to understand you have to take risk, right? And you have to be able to pivot when things don't go as expected, when things don't go as planned. And that's going to happen a lot in life. It's happened already that way. But you have to be fearless enough to show up even when things don't go as planned. When the outcome is uncertain, when you're really not sure how this is going to be. Again, I told you before, don't lean on your own understanding. Trust the process, family. Trust the process. But this is not just a fearless Friday. I want y'all to put fearless in the chat, but this is also a forgiving Friday. I want you to think about that. Forgiving. You have to be forgiving of yourselves first and foremost for everything that you did not allow yourself to sit up there and take true accountability for. I want you to forgive yourself for the opportunities and the doors that were open for you that you have yet to walk through, but you get to change that today. I want you to forgive yourself for any time that you may have stumbled, right? And you were extra hard on yourself. And then you got to forgive other people as well when things don't go as planned. And I also want you to forgive your whole entire past so that it does not hinder your future, because we will hold on to things and it'll stop us from being able to live and play full out in our present moment. Being fearless is going to push you forward, but the forgiveness is going to free you so that you could move with peace. This is the time to choose differently. This right now is the time to make a decision to choose you and to do something different. If you want the life that you say you truly desire, right now is the time to choose differently. Understand that there are no mistakes, it's just lessons. And setbacks is going to be setups for your comebacks. It's all about your mindset and how you choose to perceive it. You have to be the MVP. You have to play full out. Your team is right here. We got you. We gonna take you there. But you just gotta show up. Come on and get on this court with us. And you know the captain of our team. You already know the one that's gonna draw out the plays and make sure that we're successful and make sure that our mindset is all the way where it needs to be. Okay? You already know who that is, right? Y'all know Mindset Mogul is going to get us all the way there. But before we bring up Mindset Mogul, I'm going to bring up my sis, one of the other coaches that's in here. I'm not sure if you got the opportunity to really get to feel her or meet her like that, but this is Jasmine Ruby, and this is our energy director. She's going to come here and she's going to give you that energy. And when y'all hear her speak, I want y'all to start putting those green batteries in the chat, because you must show up. You must play full out, but you can't come in here with that quonk, 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 quonk energy. You got to come in here like that Energizer Bunny. So y'all could go ahead and start putting those green batteries in the chat right now. Go ahead and start put those green batteries in the chat right now and give it up for Jasmine Ruby, y'all. Let's go. Let me hear y'all. Let me hear y'all. Go ahead. Y'all can come off mute. Come off mute real quick. Let's go. Let them roar. Let them out.
Let's go,
Woo,
let's
woo,
go,
woo,
let's
woo,
go,
woo,
let's
woo.
put in that
Let's
baby.
go.
Yes.
Let's get it. Let's
Let's
go.
family.
High energy.
High energy, high
Good morning. Good
income.
morning.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's
Go,
get it.
family.
Talking
We
about.
not
Let's go.
folding. We not folding.
Yay.
Peace to the
Yes.
goddesses.
There she is. There
Yes.
she is. Let's go.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Go.
Oh, let's go, guys.
Go, Queen. Go.
Get it done.
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's
Yes. Yes,
go.
Queen.
It's Friday. Let's go. Let's get it.
Not folding this Friday. Ours is Jasmine.
Got energy, Queen. Let's get
Yes.
it.
Yes. Let's go. Get ready.
Go.
Yes.
Unmute, Jazz.
Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. How y'all feeling? Y'all can hear the mucus in the back of my throat because Lord knows I need to get rid of it. Grand Rising, y'all. Grand Rising. Drop one word in the chat how this week has been for y'all. I want to know how y'all feeling. Have y'all took advantage of this opportunity? Because when opportunity comes a knocking, I want to know what's the first thing you're going to say. If opportunity called your phone right now, what you going to say? Because it's been calling all week. I see impactful. I see life-changing. I see awesome. I see fabulous. I see great. I see I owe money. Who you owe money to? You owe money to us because we done been here every day this week. Shit. No, I'm just kidding. Blessed, amazing. I love it. I love it. Yes, my name is Jasmine Ruby. I am the director of personality development. So helping you turn your energy into income, primarily using the visibility of YouTube as well, combined with the speed of AI. If you have heard of YouTube, if you have heard of AI, just drop me in the chat because that's exactly where you'll find me at. And living, I see transformative, inspiring. I know that's right because seeing you at the bank, let me tell you something about Miss Joy. I'm gonna see her post and I'm gonna like it every time because that's just the power of community. That's the power of impact. That's the power of being fabulous. That's the power of being blessed. And I love the fact that everybody is really in this chat. Y'all been moving all week in this chat, and I want to give some love and I want to just congratulate everybody for being consistent because the amount of energy that you put into something that you focus on, that is how your income flows. If we're not focused in the right direction, then your income isn't going to flow. And I want to congratulate everybody for being here, for showing up, for being consistent, for beating the odds, because I know things didn't happen this weekend. Drop it in the chat if something didn't happen this weekend and you were questioning whether you was going to be late. If you was questioning if you were going to fill out the application, if you was questioning if you was going to make it, if you was questioning if this was for you, I want you to drop me in the chat. But I want us to understand that it's no more questioning. You already have the answer. Why? Because you're here. You already have the answer because you woke up this morning. I woke up this morning like, Jesus, you done did it again. You done did it again. And I want everybody to feel that energy because when you are committing to yourself continuously, when you are put in the right environments that really spark that energy inside you, it ignites a fire that really replicates and shows throughout everything you do. Matter of fact, I want y'all to say happy birthday to me. Not me, happy like to yourself. Happy birthday. Because why is it that we only have the most energy when it's our birthday? Why is it that we only have the most energy when we maybe eat a good piece of chicken or steak or a vegan sausage? Somebody said the other day. Lord God, Jesus. Right? Like happy birthday to yourself. This is another day for you to be rejuvenated. This is another day for you not to hesitate. Okay? What we do today determines what happens tomorrow. What we do today determines what happens next week. What we do today determines what happens next month. What we do today determines what happens next year. It is all an equation. And so happy birthday to y'all. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for being a part of this community. I hope y'all stay 5 ever because I know y'all done heard Sunshine say it already. I already know, right? We not going nowhere, right? But I'm a 5 ever. I go above the 4 because that's what I do. Everything I go above and beyond. So I pray that everybody continues to go above and beyond in their life because these days are not promised, but it's just a blessing to be up here. It's a blessing to connect and just remember to keep rejuvenating yourself because your hesitation, yeah, Your hesitation is what costs you. So I want y'all to drop in the chat, no more hesitation. And I want you to claim that. When you're writing everything in the chat, just know that what you're putting out there is a manifestation on your life and what you need to do. Because nobody will change anything for your life but you. And that's why we say you're the star of your movie. That's why you are the center of attention. Somebody said to me the other day, not the other day, it was probably like last month. And they was like, you know, I talked to my cousin about you and you think the world revolves around you. And I said, well, you're not wrong. Because if my world don't revolve around me, then who the round's only gonna revolve around, right? Like, that's how we have to be on a daily basis. Now, I ain't saying be all, you know, this is about me, this is about me. I'm just saying know that your choices, your actions, what you get out of life, what you determine from your life, that comes from you not hesitating. That comes from you being confident and having the full energy on who you are, why you are, and what God has called you to do. The vision that God gave from you, that is coming for nobody else. So yes, when we say you are perfect, no, you are, because you're perfectly individually created, made, blessed. All of these words were created to allow us to be the better version of us and who we are every single day. Listen, I don't know what's next and what's planned, but I know I was called and divinely supposed to be here at this moment in time. But I want y'all to drop some green battery emojis in the chat if y'all got the energy smoothie y'all need this morning, because I know I'm gonna have to make mine a little bit later because we got this call. But I appreciate, I love, and I'm sending y'all so much high vibrations because this life is a beautiful lesson. We just have to keep being willing to learn in it. So keep being willing to learn, always be a student, and that's exactly how we will not let our hesitation cost us. My name is Jasmine Ruby, Director of Personality Development, turning your energy into income through YouTube and the speed of AI. Thank y'all so much.
Y'all heard her. Y'all absolutely heard her. Listen, we appreciate you so much, Jazz. Listen, everything in here, as you can see, this is not just no any old Joe Schmo phone call, right? We are coming in here and being extremely intentional every single day. We are showing up. We understand we are the MVPs of our own story. We get it. We show up every single day and we not playing small. We not coming in here with that quang energy. We show up every single day, not just for ourselves, but for you too. And so we want to make sure that you now start aligning yourself and your mindset to do the same thing for you. Nobody should show up for you in your own life. Nobody. Nobody should want your success for you more than you. Nobody. Understand that, right? And so at this moment, all week long, he has been pouring his knowledge, his wisdom, his love, his meditation, everything that he has into us this week. And at this time, I want everybody to put mindset in all caps, because I told you we don't do nothing small in here. Nothing small. Everything is big. Think big. Whatever your biggest dream is at this very moment, I want you to take it up about 5 notches. Think bigger. We're going a little bit higher. Everything is big. Everything is big. It's all about the mindset, baby. And our mindset, we the one, because we
once was stuck in the dark, then I got me a light. Came up from the dirt, took a couple tries. No matter what, always knew I was gonna be alright. Be alright. Yeah. Life is like a movie. I'm the star of my story.
Like
streets and the sweets, great credit, big business, investments. I've been loading love, yeah.
Okay, Sunshine. What's going on? Thank you, Miss Jasmine. All right, who's up? Put the trophy emoji. Put that trophy emoji in the chat. If you are up, you are going to that next level. Go ahead and put the trophy emoji in the chat. Thank you, Sunshine. We appreciate you for getting us started and just holding that space of love for us to really look at ourselves and say, hey, look, we are the stars of our story. Jasmine, you coming in with that beautiful energy. We all need to have that every day. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it is. But we have to see difficulty differently. And I love and I appreciate the fact that you do that like unwaveringly. So I appreciate you for showing up for you, but also giving your energy to other people as well. Sunshine, you already know what you do, man. It's just I'm super proud of both of you because just like I always say, you came from the same space everyone else did. Like Sunshine wasn't always on the team, ladies and gentlemen. She was in the challenge. She was in the challenge. She was a person in the challenge. She invested. She got into the mentorship. Before you know it, now look at what she's doing now. I know I always ask her to speak on these things, but it's not to like really impress you, but it's to give you that image that you could do it as well, right? Wherever you're at right now is not your final destination. I want to know who's in the building today. Do we have some new faces? Is anybody new here? Did you decide to come the last day? Maybe this is your day off. Maybe this is your first time on. Let me know in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. This is your first time. I want to call you out. I want to call you out. When I call you out, put the trophy emoji in the chat. Miss Aisha Brown, go ahead and put the trophy emoji in the chat. You are the MVP. Miss Alonia, we had a nice call yesterday. That was good to see you have some breakthroughs. I'm telling you right now, anywhere you're at, ladies and gentlemen, you can get paid to be you. You don't have to worry about being someone new. You can get paid for the skill sets you already have. Put the trophy emoji in the chat. Miss Allison Phillips, you are the MVP. Mr. Corey Mack, what's going on? Miss Kathy, how are you doing today? Miss Deborah, put the trophy emoji in the chat. Naomi. See, y'all don't know about Naomi. Naomi, I'm gonna let you tell your own story. Go ahead. But she's somebody powerful. Get to know her, okay? Get to know her. What's going on? Miss Jessie, how are we feeling today? Put the trophy emoji in the chat. Miss Honey, I like that. Sounds sweet. I like that. All right, cool. So, what's going on today? What's going on today? Today's the last day. I truly want to know, how are we feeling? How are we feeling? I see the numbers dropped off. I see the numbers dropped off. I know we had about 200 people here. I know just 10 minutes ago, we had 160 people here, right? The numbers dropping off. What's going on? Let me know. I want to get a consensus of how we feel right now. Raise your virtual hand. You want to share what's been going on for the week? You want to share your breakthrough, anything that has happened to you, anything you discovered? Jasmine and Sunshine, you want to alternate? Hey, we got Moya here too. So what's up, Moya? You want to alternate and call up individuals? All right, cool.
Alonia, come talk to us, beautiful. There you go, love.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my God. I see now I'm trying not to cry because that's where I am. I have been in a state of despair, I guess you could say. My life has not gone the way I was planning. You know, they say if you ever want to see God laugh, tell him what your plans are, and he is going to crack up. This has been such an amazing experience for me. When I tell y'all, I took my absolute last to pay for this course. I took my absolute last to pay for this course because I knew that it was beyond time for me to get off of the Ferris wheel. Not even the roller coaster, y'all. It was a Ferris wheel. And I know the definition of insanity. And no matter how many times I've tried to change it and alter it, I still kept getting the same results. So the one thing that I knew I needed to do was I needed to just go ahead and step out on faith. I lost my job. I had some other things going on, and I literally was broken and broke. But I took that last because when I saw this, I was like, okay, this is where you need to be. God keep bringing it to you for a reason. And crew, that call we had yesterday, when I tell you, I told you then, you gave me some clarity, which is what I needed at the time. And I still need. And I'm so grateful. Everything that I've learned, I've not missed one call in the morning. I've not missed one call in the evening. I have been getting filled, and it's what I needed. And now I understand what the purpose was for me to consistently keep seeing joy in my feed, because what I needed was for her and you, crew, and Sunshine. I needed for you guys. Y'all have been feeding into me and pouring into me. And what happens when you have poured and poured and poured, your cup is empty. And mine was empty because that's what I did. That's what I do. I just pour and pour and pour and pour. But I had no one pouring into me, including me, because I'm giving so much out. And being here is helping me to understand it's okay. I'm giving myself permission to put me first now. I'm giving myself permission to get where I need to be so that I can leave my legacy. I have a grandbaby that I know I don't want to be struggling. And as I look at the world around us, I see all the things that are happening. And I know that this right here is only the beginning. And I've got so much more to do. So I'm just grateful.
Wow. If you look in the chat, everyone is sending you so much love right now. So take that love and know that it's real. But also remember, be in that present moment, because in the present moment is where you get gifted with things. Can I be honest with everybody? Can I just be transparent and explicit? Let me know in the chat. I know you all from mute. You could just let me know. You're saying yes. All right, cool. So one time I had told my brother, I pulled him to the side. It's his first time. He's having his first child, and my brothers look at me as a father figure. And one time he was telling me about, how nervous he is to have the child. And I told him, I said, what I want you to do is not worry about it, because you have to get ready during the journey. You're not always going to be prepared before the storm happens or before these things take place, but you get ready during the journey. And I told him, I said, just be the man that you would want your son to grow up to be. In fact, you know what? Be the man that your son would be so proud of. Instead of the artists, instead of the entertainers, he puts your picture on the wall. Be that guy. He said, wow, bro, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to be honest. He came through last night and he's basically showing you he's been doing that, right? I want you all to picture yourselves in this situation. You tell your children to do all of these great things. You motivate them and you tell them, hey, you could do this. You have to do it for yourself. See, be the person that your child will want to put on that wall of fame for you. Who are you inspired by? I'm inspired by my mom. When they ask you to do a paper on your most influential person, in school they have you do a paper. Who's your most influential person? They do Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. Nah, it's gonna be my mom. It's my dad. Be that person. That's it. That's all this is you got to be that person. Because to be honest, I'm gonna be honest with all of us. Let's be real here. Sometimes we cut the corners, right? Sometimes we hide. How many times we have to get you to pull you to get your hands up? How many times we have to tell you, put your camera on? Like, we shouldn't have to be telling you that. As a business owner, you should be front and center, ready to go, because if people don't know you and people don't see you, people can't pay you. If you don't get money, you can't live the life you truly want to live, because we could pretend all we want that we don't care about money. Yes, yeah, I know we get this thing misconstrued where they say, don't be a lover of money. No, what they're saying is the person who loves money so much that they would do anything for money, be cautious of being that person, that you will sell your soul. You will sell your soul just to get a little advantage. Don't be that person. But money is something that you need in this world. So make sure you get enough of it so that way you can spread it upon yourself and the people that look upon you. The way to do that is you have to play full out. You have to stop second guessing yourself. You have to stop waiting until it's perfect. You have to stop hoarding your money. In fact, I should be showing y'all this video. I'm going to show y'all this video. Team Brent, remind me to show them the video about money on YouTube, please. Put a note and remind me that, because that's very important for everyone. So let's segue that around like 9-ish. Let's continue to go. Everyone send some love in the chat. Was that helpful for anyone? Let me know. Thank you, Alonia. We appreciate you.
Next up, we have Queen Nina. You're looking fabulous.
What's going on?
Go ahead, unmute that mic. There we go.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, well, first off, I just want to thank you, crew and the team, everything that you guys have been doing. Every day I've been tagged in. Sometimes I have to go off camera, sometimes I'm driving, sometimes there's other things, but I was like, I'm not gonna miss anything. I'm actually taking another course at the same time as this. So I'm literally operating on 3 hours of sleep every day. But I always see Joy on my timeline. And for the last couple of years, it's been a thing where, okay, I like her. I'm going to have to plug in with her. And I'm an industry professional. This year has been something that's just been transformational for me, where I'm finally like, okay, it's time for me to put everything into place that I've been doing. And this was confirmation to just come into this space and go over the framework of what I had to see how I can elevate it and make sure I was on the right track. And it definitely done that. So I just want to thank everybody.
I love it. I love it. You made a good point about seeing Joy for some time. Put a one in the chat. In fact, tell me how long it took you to pretty much make the move to invest into yourself with Joy. So for you is like 2 years, but anyone else, put the time frame in the chat. I want to know, like, how long was it? Because sometimes like I said, we're waiting for this overnight success, but even when you look at certain people and they have certain success, it took them probably 10 years to have what you see as overnight success. And as you being participants or followers of other people, sometimes you can see the journey, right? Joy is someone who we met at an event, right? And from there became great friends. Right, let's talk about business besties, like literally making 6 figures consistently with each other and being able to get to the millions. Like, that's something that you all could do here too together. But don't think that you just have to get it all in one shot. Everything is going to take time. This is like a 3 to 4 year journey. Before you reach success, ladies and gentlemen, it's 3 to 4 years. So just understand that it's going to take some time. I'm super proud of you, Nina, because you could have easily just, given up on yourself, but instead you stayed the course yourself. And then guess what happened? By the time you was ready, something was ready for you. And then you met it. So I'm proud of you. Continue to go, and let's continue to make history.
I appreciate that. If I can add one thing for everybody, like you said, I have been seeing her for a couple of years, but I didn't see an opportunity like this before. Like, it just may be a video where she was giving information. And I had a lot of tragedies in my life the last 3 years, actually just back to back to back. And it's something where you connect with people and you can just tell their energy. So I've connected with several people in the group since we've been here. So you are correct that basically tag in with people. Even though I work with the public, I've always been one of those that, okay, this public persona, I don't need to do that. I think I have everything else going, but I know to elevate, I needed to get out of that. And the group really helped me do that.
Absolutely. Love that. Continue to share some love in the chat for Nina. Thank you, Nina. We appreciate you 100%. Who do we have coming up next?
Al, come talk to us, King.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning.
Right. What's going on?
For me, it's you talked about how everything is spiritual. And another thing I like about you too, I know not everybody is into sports, but I am. Basketball is my main sport. So a lot of things and philosophies that I follow come from the sports realm, because I truly believe that sports is a reflection of what is possible in your real life. And when you talk about professional sports players, they have a mindset, which is what you bring to the table. And there is a certain mindset that you have to have in order to be able to perform on the level that they do, in order to be successful as they are. You said something earlier this week that I've always been preaching to my kids, and that's MVP, this MVP attitude. Because I tell my kids all the time, I said, you have to look at yourself as a franchise player. What is a franchise player? Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. And what a franchise player mindset is they are there to win. They are there to leave a legacy. And they're looking for a team that has the same mindset, because the truth is you have teams out there, they're not trying to win a championship. They're not trying to be the best team in the league. They're just they're perfectly fine making the type of money that they're making. And that team could be the job that you're at right now. Your job ain't trying to win championships. So if you're there trying to be a champion and they're not on the same page, they're holding you back. So I tell my kids all the time, you have to have a franchise player mindset. Whereas if this job doesn't recognize what you bring to the table, you know, you're proving that, you know what you're doing. You're proving that, hey, you know, you're bringing to the table, you know, you're elevating yourself and the company, but they don't recognize it. It's time for you to look for another team that does appreciate what you bring to the table, and because they're trying to win a championship. So, you know, I look at my life through that lens. I am a franchise player and I'm looking for a team that's trying to win a championship because I want to be a champion. And I've been drilling that into my kids. And then, like you say, with everything spiritual, this whole week has been timing, because at the beginning of this year, I told myself, I'm going to give myself 3 years to make this transition from my 9 to 5 to my passion. And during that time, I've just been getting certain feeds, certain things that's just been lining up with me. And I'm just like, oh, okay, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, well, let me do this. And in that journey, I came across joy. And I just knew, once again, it was timing. Once again, and then there's confirmation within the timing. So just like he was telling everybody, oh, it's not going to be an overnight thing. It's going to take 3 to 4 years to success. What did I just say? I just gave myself a 3-year window to make this transition. So once again, it's confirmation. It tells me it's confirmation. It tells me I'm on the right path. And then I'm just going to leave one more sports analogy. Once again, I'm big on sports. Basketball is my game. A lot of times, you know, you wait too long, but there's another way to look at it too. You don't have to wait a month, a week, 3 years. Sometimes you just have to wait a split second, because in basketball, there's something called let the play develop. So I could be coming up the court with the ball. My intention is to go all the way to the basket and finish, dunk, but maybe I don't have a clear path to the basket, you know, and I can't do what I want to do as far as getting directly to the basket and do this dunk. But if I just wait a split second, just a split second to let the play develop, oh, you know what? I got a teammate. He just opened up over there. I can pass the ball to him and he makes the open shot, or by me passing the ball to him, it takes the attention away from me, which now allows me to get to the basket. He gives the ball back to me, and now I finish the dunk, you know? So sometimes just waiting a split second to let the play develop, to let things sort of play out, then something will open up to sort of confirm or help you complete whatever goal you was trying to do. So like I said, all this has been timing, and this time it just confirmed where my mindset was already at for myself this year.
Look, we need you to stick around, okay? We need you to stick around here, all right? Like, you sound like Coach Al. Somebody put Coach Al in the chat. Somebody put Coach Al in the chat. So I appreciate you 100%. And what I'm going to share in a little bit, you're going to absolutely love. So just stick around. Thank you for that wisdom and words of advice, because sports are so translatable to so many factors in everyday life. This is why I always say it's all oneness. When you talk about universe, it's one, uni, right? One. Verse, sound, it's all one sound, it's all one consciousness, it's all one thing, is just delivered in multiple factions or factors, right? So what I want everyone to realize is that even if you're not into sports, when you take away the fundamentals of sports, It'll allow you to have so much fun in your life that you will be thankful to the sport. So I appreciate you 100% for that. For everyone who's out there who doesn't know about sports, I think you should look into it because there's some interesting things that you can learn from that. The best thing that you said though was about being that franchise player. If everyone has that franchise player mindset and you're looking for that winning team, that's the winning recipe. Because a lot of you are franchise players playing with teams that's bottom dwelling teams. You got all of these big dreams, bodacious, beautiful ideas, but you're sitting around people who just bury you. It's time to change your circle, ladies and gentlemen. If you feel like that, I want you to say that's me in the chat. If you feel like it's time to change your circle, I want you to say that's me, because I don't want to press upon you anything. I just want you to come to a realization. I want you to see it for yourself. I want you to discover it. That's why I'm not teaching and doing anything today. I'm just really getting to know you, a little bit of you all, because I want to hear your thoughts. I want to know what's going on. I want to make sure if you have concerns, if you have anything, here's the time to lay it out on the line. What do you need? What do you need help with? I was reading a comment, I think it was Lucretia. She said, fake it till you make it. I don't want you all to fake anything. Fake it till you make it. I understand what they were saying, but what they're really getting you to realize is that you have to be the person before you get the outcome. A lot of women want to be a wife, but you want to have a girlfriend mentality. You want to wait until you get the ring to be the wife. That's not how it works. A lot of us want to be the six-figure earner, but we want to wait till we get the promotion. Now, I ain't coming into work. Yeah, I'm not coming to work early. I'm not staying late. I'm not doing it. They don't pay me enough. Well, then I guess you really don't want it. A lot of us come up here and scream, yeah, I want freedom. Yeah, you just don't want to be at your old situation anymore. Let's be real here. You don't really want to do this hard work, because think about it. You want to go from an employee to an employer, which is 10 times more work? No, you just want the money. Let's be honest here. You want to get the results without doing the work. Put me in the chat if that's you, because you need to identify that. Don't waste your time and waste your money, because I see a lot of people come in here. Yeah, I spent my last. Well, this should be your first, because God is giving you this opportunity to realize this is not your last. You just had to wait until you had no more in the tank to make you have that energy, that push, that mindset to say, yo, I gotta do it now. Because that's what it takes some of you. That's what it takes for some of you. You have to have your back against the wall in order for you to move, but that's not how we should operate anymore. You should already be that leading character. You should already be that main character energy in any room. You don't need your pocket and your bank account to say $0 for you to move like it. I'm sorry, I'm preaching, right? I get it. Let me share something with y'all really fast before I go into the next hand. Because to me, I think everybody is special here, man. That's just my thought. I don't have to know your history to understand your energy. You're here. Like, you could be anywhere. Like, literally, you could be anywhere. And that's what lets me know, like, nah, these people right here, you're special, man. You just need to be cultivated in an environment, just like anything else. So let me find this video for you all. I want to share this with everyone. Here we go, right here. Let me share my screen. And right after this, I want y'all to tell me your thoughts on this. I'm not going to play the entire video, but I will play a good portion, a good chunk of it. So this is on my YouTube channel that I mentioned. I have 184 subscribers. We want to get to 200 subscribers by Monday. So if you all want to subscribe to this channel so you can get more information, get more insights, you're more than welcome. If you have video ideas you would love for us to break down, you can do that as well. But here's one video I would love for you all to check out. And it's about basically what we've been talking about earlier about money being energy.
It comes from the Latin currere. Take the word currency. It comes from the Latin currere, meaning to run, to flow. That's what money was always meant to be. Movement, energy, circulation. And what happens when your inner wiring is built on lack? You block the flow. You repel money without realizing it. It doesn't matter how smart you are, how hard you grind, how much you want it. And somewhere along the line, it got hijacked. Money stopped being flow and started becoming control. Governments, corporations, institutions, they took what was fluid and froze it, turned energy into shackles. They built a system that looks like freedom, but keeps your soul on a leash. Debt isn't an accident, it's a design. You're told to get an education to succeed, but what you really get is decades of repayment. You trade your time for a paycheck, not to live freely, but to barely survive inside someone else's rules. That's the spell. That's the illusion. And here's the brutal truth. It was never the money that enslaved you. It was how they programmed you to feel about it. The real magic trick wasn't the paper. It was the belief system they baked into your nervous system. The feeling that there's never enough, that you must hustle for permission, that worth equals productivity. But here's what they fear most. If you reclaim your belief, you reclaim your power. Because you were never meant to bow to money. You were meant to use it, a tool. Money is not a god. You were born to flow, not to fear, not to chase, not to grind for the scraps of a system designed to keep you small. Your real job isn't just to make more, it's to escape the trap entirely. To dismantle the invisible architecture in your subconscious that tells you you're only valuable if you're suffering. No, you were built for abundance, and now it's time to return to it. And here's the secret no one teaches you. Money loves movement. It lives in circulation. It dies in fear. When you hoard from panic, you're not protecting your future. You're casting a spell of lack. You're sending one clear, loud signal to the universe. I don't trust the flow. I don't believe more is coming. And the universe? It mirrors that exact frequency back, because this is the law. As within, so without. As above, so below. Your internal state becomes your external bank account. If you feel safe, open, abundant, money flows. If you tighten, hoard, stress, money disappears. Because money isn't just a number. It's current. It's energy in motion. It's called currency for a reason. It was meant to flow. But when you spend with intention, when you give with confidence, when you invest from overflow instead of fear, you flip the switch. You activate flow. Because money isn't meant to be locked in vaults. It's meant to move, to circulate. And the biggest lie they fed you is to save everything, spend nothing, and hold tight on your money. Energetically, that's like holding your breath until you pass out. Money is like oxygen. You inhale, you exhale, you give, you receive. You can't just take. You can't just save. You have to move it. Wealth isn't built by what you keep. It's activated by what you release with trust. Because wealth is not a thing, it's a circuit. And circuits only work when they're open. The moment you open that flow, the system responds.
Look how I'm gonna try, tell me how powerful that was in the chat. Oh yeah, let me not do the waves. Tell me how powerful that was in the chat. Like, let's be real here. Like, it's something that we think about subconsciously, but we don't really act on that. But that was so accurate, right? Like, they got us all trapped with how we feel when it comes to money. And we're so conscious about holding on to the money that we hoard the money. And then guess what? We end up broke. And I mentioned that too. I said, you keep your money in the bank, it disappears. For some reason, just does that. Because money is like water. But what I want to give to you all is a gift. Just for being here, just for being part of this, you could literally, let me share the screen first. Where is this? I want you all to tell me exactly your thoughts, but just write it down in the chat so I can come back to it and so you don't forget about this video. All right. I'm going to share my screen and give you all this. As a gift from me, from my entire team to you, we're going to give you access to our Love Plus platform. This is our development platform. This is the arena of transformation. Everyone here is going to get a free pass to the arena. Like, you can still be successful with this. But the real glory is stepping on the court. So make sure you take action. Like we've given you an opportunity for these last 5 days to see if you want to get yourself to the bank. We allowed you to rent out this space and say, you know what? I think Joy is going to be the person that allows me to get to that next level. That's you. You have to see that for yourself. We can't convince you of that. To give you an added bonus incorporated with this just so you know, everyone who does take advantage of the offer, I'll see with Joy, she can open up some more spots. I'm going to also put this inside of your package, right? This entire program. So basically what you got for 5 days, you'll get it for 30 days. But for anybody right now, you can go ahead and take advantage of this today. When you go into the Love Plus Arena, this is your development center. And I was talking to Al, said, Al, you might like this stuff, Al, because when you're talking about this sports, it doesn't matter which sport, right? It doesn't matter where you're at. You could be an entrepreneur, professional, you could be a leader. It doesn't matter where you're at. Everyone needs a development. The more you work on you, everything else works for you. So I'm giving you this free pass. You're going to have the starter books. You're going to have all the modules in there that allows you to get to the next level, digital tools, trackers. You get the free class on Saturday, Mindset Reset. So that's going to happen tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you get the lives as well. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, obviously you're going to get some lives and those good things. Now, you can explore this on your own. But one of the things that I want to show you is the My Development tab. When you come into here, there's some My Development tab. You can choose your personalized Love Plus development system. So if money is your challenge right now in life, let's say when Alonia came up and said, I gave my last, money might be a challenge. If money is a challenge for you, you'll click the money challenge. If you're doing it on the app, you could just type in, and and the AI will curate the proper modules for you. In these modules, they're not courses that where you just sit down and watch a video. These are literally step-by-step systems to help you achieve in real time right away. This is not about you sitting down and watching a video, then forgetting about the information once the video is over. This is putting you in the game. Somebody put me in a game, coach, in the chat. You're not going to have everything here. You're only going to get the ones that's for free, but the ones that's for free, you can get started right away and start working, okay? Like literally get into it. If social media is an issue for you, I know some of you are challenged with the social media, you can come up here and you can learn how to use the platform. All right? You need to create a business plan. Even if you're in self-storage or you want to learn how to just evaluate deals, here it is, right here for you. Take advantage of it, get yourself to the bank, put yourself in a position of power. And, if you're overwhelmed, I see a bunch of people who say, I'm overwhelmed. You're overwhelmed. It might not even be the work, man. It might be the sugar intake that you have right now. And let's just be for real here. It might not even be the work. It might be the fact that you haven't even had time for yourself. It might not be the work. It might just be you haven't looked in the mirror lately and seen how powerful you are, what you're really capable of handling. It might not be the work. Maybe just you're not time blocking. So these are not the typical things that you would see on YouTube or any other place. This is coming straight from my intellectual property, where there are business owners and coaches who license out my intellectual property to give to their students. So, and I'm giving it all to you. You could take whatever I have that I've given it to you for free, and you can make money off that too, right? A lot of times inside the resources, and once again, you can check this whole suite out, but inside the resources, there's some in here that are for free that you can take and you can PLR, basically is private label rights. So you can take my information that I've already created for you and you can put your own cover on it and make money off of it if that's what you want to do with it. Okay, not to Becoming More Effective in Less Time. That's my flagship book, well, one of my flagship books. But as you see here, you don't even need to have any money down. You don't have to invest in me or anything. I'm literally giving it to you for free. There's things in here that you can get for free that you can use. Everyone who didn't get the minimum wage activities or the RGAs is in here for free. Okay, so there's no excuse for you not to get what you want. No excuse. If you want to learn more about what we were talking about on the video, this book right here, You're Not One, You're Four, you're talking about the 4 bodies, okay? Spiritual, emotional, all the whole bodies, right? And then a plethora of resources that you can use. You can white label basically with PLR, put your own cover on it, you can sell it. Okay, start making money today. That's how much game and much value I'm providing with this right now. I want to stop sharing this. and I want to put the links in the chat. You all did ask for that song, right? That song, I made a video to it. Well, not a really video. I just put it like cover photo and then have the song in the background. So you can go listen to that, play it in your car, or whatever the case may be. Okay. So I did everything that you asked. If y'all do have any other suggestions, always feel free to ask. Let me know. If we can come up with something for you that is beneficial for you, let me know. We'll get that done. Okay. Cool. All right. I want to get back to those hands. Somebody said we made over 200. All right. Snap it up, clap it up. We got over 200 subscribers. Let's go. We reached the goal. Now the next goal will obviously be 300. So now we got to go for that. But thank you everyone for helping us get to 200. We appreciate you. Let's continue with the hands. We do have about 6 more minutes and then we have to close up shop. So let's see.
Absolutely, absolutely. Congratulations on that 200. All right, King Corey, come through, King Corey. What was your experience like? Hit the unmute button, King.
All right. Is it not going through? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. It's been great all week. The funny thing about it is I just turned 50. And to see how young y'all are having this conversation with us is echoing a lot of things that I spoke to my kids, spoke to myself, spoke to friends. And then one thing you said is like, you ain't spoke to yourself. I'm paraphrasing, but I caught it. I listen to Joy, I listen to you, and I listen to your brother. I appreciate all 3 of y'all. One thing, I sit here with my partner, she's in the background, she's listening too, because she has businesses she wants to start. And we're just saying, okay, how are we gonna make it happen? Because I'm making this as a family movement. You know, it ain't just me. We have a daughter, I got a 29-year-old, so it has to go across the board. So we're making it happen. I mean, that's the easy part. But one thing I didn't do, which I told us to do, is like find your besties. And I meticulously didn't do it because I wanted to see who was doing what, because I know I didn't get to this level. I make decent money, but I'm not at the level I want to be at. So I need to have somebody that's going to push me past me. Nothing against nobody. It's just I want to have somebody that's already there. So when they step it on the back of my neck, like I do to my kids, I know it's out of love, respect, and it's like it's time to get it. So I'm asking you and your brother, I want y'all to be my besties.
Yeah, man, we get a lot of requests for that. You gotta join the mentorship. Once you join the mentorship, you got us in it, you know. That's the way that we do it.
That part's done, but I'm talking about I need somebody like, hey, have you done XYZ? Yeah, I did it, but did you do it this way? Like, I need somebody that's gonna hold me accountable, pass accountable.
Got you. That's done. That's done.
All right.
Yeah, once it is done, like what you see is real. Like there's no pump faking. We don't do this for a show. Yes, we do have to make it entertainment. Unfortunately, with the melanated community, in order to put these things, we gotta make it entertaining, or else people just fade away. Other than that, it's really about the real deal. We're looking for investors. We're looking for creators. We're looking for business owners. We're looking for a community of individuals so we can all prosper. I know this is a cliche thing. I know they talk about Black Wall Street, but that's just the model of what we're talking about. This is not to get your money. This is to get you up. This is to get you on the next level like us. So that way you're not looking up, you're looking at us. Okay? Side by side. That's what this is about. So everyone send some love in the chat if you haven't already. Let's continue to go. I want to get to all hands. So everyone, if we could be as fast as possible, as effective as possible. Let's go. I'm not going to interrupt anyone. I'm going to go from person to person. Okay. So who's next?
Hello. How are you, beautiful?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I just want to say I'm just so grateful to be a part of this opportunity. I learned so much. Not gonna lie, at first I was kind of nervous because I've been in business, well, entrepreneur since I was like 19. So I kind of like knew a lot, but I was still very like challenged. I still was like a sponge, just soaking it all in. So thank you so much, Joy. And then as far as you, Mindset Mogul, I love what you're doing. I feel like a millionaire is made in the mind first. So the fact that you're training people how to raise their vibrational frequency and think higher is like literally key. So yeah, this has been a life-changing experience. I definitely owe y'all money. Something else I want to say, right? So I actually raised my hand when Miss Alonia started speaking because like a couple of days ago I prayed like, God, who can I help? Use me. How can you use me? If it's meant to happen, let it happen. So my company, I'm not just a business, I'm a kingdom business. So it's not about the money I make, it's about giving back unto others, sowing into others. God blesses me and God blesses us so that we can bless others. So Miss Saloni, if there's any way I could pay for your LLC or anything I could do to help your company that you already have or want to have, I would love, love, love to assist. And it's not me, it's God. God gets all the glory. But yeah, I'm just so grateful to be here. This was definitely meant to be. This was alignment, pure alignment. So thank you, everyone. And remember, kingdom businesses, no matter what you do, seek God and his guidance because he will lead you and you will experience prosperity. That's all. Have a good day.
Simone wanna drop the bag off and run like, come on, we'll slap it up, clap it up for you because this is what this is about. We just told you we want to build up leaders. We want to have everyone as successful as possible. But the only way we're going to do that is through strategic partnerships, us working together. Miss Alonia, I will allow you to just respond to that because that was pretty thoughtful. She can't even speak, she said.
You gotta unmute, beautiful. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
I'm sorry. Um, oh my God. I am so appreciative and I feel so blessed because I'm gonna tell y'all, I just made 50. I just turned 50 on the 31st of August. And for over 20 years I had like a struggling DBA and I finally closed it up. And when I decided to do this, and I was sharing this with crew yesterday, I restructured myself, restructured my life to do this. And when I tell y'all the struggle has been so real because it's hard when you don't have the emotional support, you don't have the financial support, you just don't have the physical support. And I have been praying and asking God, I know that you have more better for me than where I'm at. I know that. And it's just a matter of crew, not like your brother said yesterday, not the hand out, but the hand up. And what Miss Simone just said is it. That is it. Because I'm in Texas and when you're unemployed in Texas and you're struggling and fighting with these people, it's hard and you try to do everything you can. And I feel so blessed and so grateful. And when I tell y'all, I am on fire to get this going, and I cannot wait to connect with you, Miss Simone. And I need you to be one of my besties because I need somebody that I can kind of get with to because I'm still learning. You're never too old to learn anything, and I'm still learning, and I want to that in all honesty is where I have always asked God to please place me in a position so that I can be a blessing to people, because that's such an important thing, and that's an important fabric in my life, is to be able to be a blessing to others. And I feel so grateful to you, and I thank you so very much.
Absolutely.
I can't stop crying.
Well, you're gonna have to stop at some point to be able to fill out those the information for that LLC. All right. I'm sending you love. Sending you love. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have to close. Unfortunately, we can't take the other hands. Send me record a video and put it in the Telegram. Put your biggest takeaway from this entire week in the Telegram. All right. What I want to do is let's close out on a high note, on a bang. I'm gonna play the song, and you just envision you getting to the bag, envision you getting to the money, envision you having the relationships that you do want in your mind and you want in reality. Like, let it be real for you. When you feel, you make it real. Unfortunately, we do have to close, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure to be with you all. I will reach out to you in the Telegram, so make sure you go ahead and put your biggest takeaway in there. I'll leave a video in there as well. But until next time, you are the best of the best, the top of the top, the cream of the crop. If they say you can't, show them that you can. Let's go out with a bang, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have everybody come off of mute. Let's have everybody come off of mute.
It was awesome.
And I want y'all to snap it up and clap it up
Thank you
because
so
your
much.
next level
Let's
is loaded. Let's go.
Hey, let's go. Congratulations. Next level.
Such a blessing.